Hey everyone, welcome back to Cybrosys. So today in this video, we learn how to configure the work centers and operations in the manufacturing module. So it's not that complicated, but you have to be very careful about each and every steps that I'm doing in the video. So come along with me, let's start it together. First of all, you need the manufacturing module. So if it's not installed, install it. After that, I'll simply zoom the screen for y'all. Go to the configuration. So here you have the configuration menu under which you can find the settings. Okay. So under the settings, you have these operations. So you have to make sure that work orders are enabled. Okay. So before creating the work centers, we need to enable this work orders. And this feature allows Odoo to split the manufacturing process into multiple operations such as cutting, assembling, then painting, or even the quality inspection. So once enabled, Odoo can track time, capacity, and progress for each operation separately. So you have to make sure you enable it, and after that, do save it. Otherwise, it won't be effective. Okay. So after all this, we have to now create a work center. Okay. So under the configuration, you have this work centers, and these are the pre-created work centers. Let's create a new one. For that, obviously, you'll have to click on new, and this is the creation page. So here specify the name of the work center. So I'll simply name it as assembly line 1. So that's the name of my work center. You can name it accordingly. And then you have a code here. So you can actually give a code for your work center. So my code is AL01, assembly line 01. Okay. And then comes the tag. So you can actually add a tag here. So I have already created a tag called assembly. Let it be there. And if you want to add any alternative work centers, that can be added here in this field. Okay. So the alternative work center is done. We have given the, working hours and all such things. So we are actually creating a work center, or we have created a work center called assembly line over here. And here you can, if you just simply drag down, you can see this OEE target. What is this OEE target? It's basically the overall equipment effectiveness, which actually helps to measure the production performance. So here you can specify the OEE target and let it be, it's 90 there, let it be 90. You have the time efficiency. Okay. So I'll simply explain each of these tabs for you. The very first thing that you have is the general information. So here in the general information, you can see that it contains the basic configuration of the work center, like the, the product information, the costing information, and all such things. Next, you have the product capacity. So you can add the capacity of the products corresponding to the work center. You can add the equipments, the maintenance details, and all such things. And you have one more thing, which is the IoT triggers, where you can connect your manufacturing equipment with Odoo. Okay. And you have this working hours. So this basically defines the calendar or the shift schedule. Okay. So let's go back to the general information. Okay. So these options basically become very useful in real manufacturing environments where production tracking is required. So after this, you can actually configure the working hours from here. It can be a standard 40 hours per week. Let it be there. And once it's done, you can simply save the data. After every updation, you can simply save it or simply touch on anywhere on the screen. Okay. So working hours basically determine when this work center is available for production. We all know that. Okay. And Odoo is using the calendar Odoo is using this calendar for the production planning and scheduling. So if a work center works only during specific shifts, the manufacturing orders will be scheduled accordingly. So that's the main reason of specifying this work hours. Okay. Now, after we have given all these things, we have to set the operations. Okay. Now the cost per hour can be given. For worker and for work center and for employees. Per employee in work center, you can specify it. So I have created one which is assembly line 1. Next step is to create the different operations. So you can simply create operations. For that, you can go to configurations, and here you can see the different operations. But the thing is, you should have a bill of material to apply this onto. Okay. If you simply create an operation, so I'll simply type random something. If you click on work center, nothing comes. But instead, if you choose a BOM and then click on the work center, comes the different work center. So we'll do one thing. We have to now create the product and the BOM for which we are actually creating this operation. So let's go to the products here. Let's keep our operation and work center and all aside, and let's create a product. So click on new, and I'm creating a product called office chair. Let it be the product. Okay, some random product. Okay, and I'll save the product. This is a new product that I have added. I hope there is no other product named office chair. I don't know. Let it be. And we are going to create a bill of material for the product. So I'm going to click on new. The product name is office chair, and the components here I'm going to add. What will I add? The screws. Okay. And let's add a wooden panel. Yeah, here we have a wood panel. And also I'll add some bolt. Okay, so here I'm adding the quantity to 10, one wood panel, and or maybe 5 wood panels and 10 bolts. So you can actually check the on-hand quantity of each of the product. So if you take screw, you track the inventory, and the unit is 0 right now. So let's update it to what? Simply click on new, and here I'm updating it to 50. So now we have this 50 as on-hand quantity. Going back again, let's go to the wood panel and check. Okay, wood panel already have 48 units on hand. Great. Let's go back, and here we have the bolt. Okay, so let's go to the internal link of the product and let's check. Here the on-hand quantity is not defined. So I'm going to create a new and giving 50. So that's the on-hand quantity of the product. So right now all the products or the components, or we can call it as the ingredients, right? All these components are actually on hand, which means available. We have created all these things. We have created a BOM. What next? We have to add the operations, but we haven't created an operation yet. So let the office chair and the BOM remain there. Okay, I am going back to the operations. So here under the configuration, you have the operations. Let's create a new operation. The very first operation that I'm creating is cutting. You have to cut it accordingly. I mean, to create the product, you have to cut it, right? So I've given the cutting and the bill of material on which we have to apply this. So our bill of material is for the office chair. So I've added the bill of material there, and the work center, obviously the assembly line 1 that we have created. Okay, then you can set the duration. So I'm setting the default duration to 30 minutes. Okay, that is how it's done, and you can add any kind of instructions over here. Create a quality point, instructions can be added. I'm leaving it empty for the time being. If needed, we'll add it. Okay. And one more operation we have to create, which is the final assembly. So we know what the bill of material is. Search for office chair, work center, obviously assembly line 1. And here I'm changing the default duration to 45 minutes. So now that we have created 2 operations for the BOM, which is office chair. Okay. So basically an operation represents a specific manufacturing step. So for example, you will be cutting the raw materials, and then you'll have to assemble all the components. You have to paint it, you have to test it, and then the packaging should be done. So here I'm creating 2 operations. One is the cutting and the other one is the final assembly. So each of these operations is linked to a work center, which is assembly line 1. Okay, and we can define the expected duration for that step. And Odoo uses these duration to estimate production time and schedule work orders. So we have now created the product, the BOM, the operations, and all such things. So now if you go to the bill of materials, open the office chair and check on the operations, you have the operations over here. The cutting work center is assembly line 1, the duration, the final assembly line 1, and the BOM can be saved. Like if you are doing after create, I prefer you all to create the bill of material first. Okay, so now let's connect our operations to a real manufacturing process. So I'm creating a product called office chair. I've already created a product called office chair, and I've added this bill of material with its required components. And in the operations tab, we have added all these things. And this is telling Odoo that whenever an office chair is manufactured, it must first go through the cutting and then the final assembly. So let's test it out. Okay. Not just creation. Okay. We have to apply it and see how it works, right? So for that, let's go to the operations, and here you have the manufacturing order. Click on that. Click on new. And here you have the product. Okay. So here, which product are we going to add? It is the office chair. And you can see the bill of material has come. The products, the components have come automatically. If you go to the work orders, you can see the operations as well. Okay. So all these data have come automatically. Okay. There is no doubts in this, I guess. So let's start let's start all these things. Okay. Let's save it. And you can simply confirm it. Okay. Actually creating a chair. One quantity should be manufactured. I'm confirming it. Okay, so after this, you have the overview, the shop floor. I'm going to produce all. So right now, you have actually produced the product. Now, if you go to the overview, you can see the operations that have taken place, cutting, final assembly. Again, you can see the work center and all such things, the hours. So this is per work center and per employee. We have given the cost accordingly. So based on the employee and the work center, the operations are seen. The quantity of the products that are taken, the cost of the complete procedure, everything is actually given here. Okay, so now you can go back, and here you can see the product moves. So how much quantity of the products are taken and how much quantity of the final product is created. So you can see it's in green color and the others are in red color, which means these much are already consumed to produce a new product, which is the office chair. Okay. So this is the complete flow. I actually created a manufacturing order for the office chair, confirmed it, and you can notice that automatically you can see a lot of things like the traceability, the product moves, and you have the traceability report here as well. So this is how Odoo provides the step-by-step production control. So if you are looking at it at the a functional consultant's perspective, the relationship that we have here is very important. Work center means it's somewhere where the work happens, and operation is what work is performed. Bill of material is which operations are required to a product, and manufacturing order is executing these operations as work orders. So understanding this hierarchy is essential for configuring any manufacturing company in Odoo. So I hope that's it. Now I have one more thing to tell. Like you might have, now you guys might be very familiar with the term MOBO. Okay, so Cybrosys has come up with a new innovation, which is MOBO. So MOBO is simply mobile suite for Odoo. It has actually come up with a lot of apps, that is mobile apps for the Odoo modules. I know that it may sound a little bit crazy for y'all because it will be hard for y'all to believe it. So right now, let's take this particular example. We are having this manufacturing module in our hand, that too in my PC. Okay. So imagine you're having a manufacturing module in your phone and you can manage the entire operations. Every, nook and corner can actually be accessed inside your mobile phone. Isn't that crazy? It is crazy. So you guys have to try on. So try to do this particular operation that we have done today. That is the managing the work orders and all such things using your mobile phone. I mean, it will be interesting and it will be easy for you all to do, right? Typing and all. We are very fast typers in mobile phones and all. So try it out and let me know. Okay, let me know in the comments. Please do tell me how it is for y'all. So try it out. That's Mobo. That's really interesting. So that's it, guys. That's all for today's video. I hope the work orders and the operations and all are now clear for y'all. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next video.